Mary Cassatt was born in 1844 and died in 1926. She was the daughter of a father who was a wealthy banker, and at 15 he took her on a trip to Paris, where she saw the Paris Salon exhibit of the new Impressionists. She fell in love with art. When she returned, she went right away to the School of Art in New York City. She did not feel that what she was doing there was quite like what she saw in Paris, so she decided to move. And thankfully, she made good friends with the painter Edgar Degas, who helped her to learn all she knew about painting as an impressionist. This is one of his drawings of her, and later he made this colored chalk sketch. Mary Cassatt was very interested in painting families doing their everyday things. She usually used her own family as her model. This is one of my favorites, a child after school resting. I also like the way Mary has many paintings and drawings of people wearing bonnets. It really shows how the style of dress has changed from the past until today. Chalk was a less expensive medium than paint, and so she used it to make many of her sketches and make sure she had the face just right before beginning to work with paints. Here is kind of a finished chalk drawing. Here's another. You can really see the lines as though it's like crayons. And here is a painting. The finished look is much smoother than with chalk. Although Mary loved to paint children and draw them doing things with their families, she never had a family of her own, and she never was married. It is as though her true love was simply making art. Many people have made copies of Mary Cassatt's style, such as this one, some family having tea. What is something you do every day? That will be the topic of our artwork today. Brushing your hair, reading a book, maybe you feed some fish, play with small toys, play with a puppy or a kitty. Does your mom play an instrument? Do you like to sing every day? Or help with your little brother or sister? Maybe you stay with your grandmother and she likes to read to you. Or you just like to do something alone. Today you'll make your own drawing of something you do every day. Hi boys and girls. For today's art, we want to make sure our paper is a laying down rectangle in landscape. And our medium today is chalk pastels. Chalk pastels are very delicate, kind of like an eggshell. So we want to make sure if you drop one on the floor, you pick it up very quickly. I have one other safety precaution, but I'm going to share it with you in a minute. First, I'll start on my drawing. So something I do every day: brush my teeth, brush my hair, read a book. I walk my dog every day. So I'm just getting started. I've got my head and my shirt. And let's see, I'll add some hair. Today I have on a ponytail. And I've got on some blue shorts. You might be noticing that my paper is really getting covered with chalk dust as I work. Okay, now the safety precaution is like this. We never want to blow that dust around the room. It's really not good for you or your neighbors if we get a whole classroom of people blowing their dust around. So, how do we handle that? Well, you might think that you could rub it, but rubbing it really isn't the best answer, and I'll show you why. Take a look at this drawing I did a minute ago. If I start to rub it, because I got a little smear right there. Well, rubbing makes a much bigger smear. Now, I can go back and I can darken my colors back up, but the dirty background, I could maybe fix that by making all the background kind of dirty. But the best way to handle chalk when you have all the dust is to simply pick the paper up with both hands, gently on both sides, stand it up, and tap it on the table. Put your paper directly on top of that little pile of dust. It holds the dust down in the room while everyone is working. And that's the safest way for us to deal with it. All right? So remember, no blowing the chalk, and try not to rub it. Your dirty fingers will make some dirty marks. Sometimes you can really fix that by adding what we call tone to our paper, by just rubbing around the drawing, but not right over the top. So in this picture, I think I'll show you, I have a little gray and white dog, and I think I'll show you that every day after school, I have to take her on a walk. So I'm just going to add her and a little collar and her leash into my hand. Now, this drawing is not a guided drawing, so you get to draw however you would like. Make sure to add as many details as you can think of. I mean, I wouldn't want to be walking my dog on a rainy day. Wouldn't be so much fun, so I think I'll add that this is a sunshiny day. And I'm walking her in the grass. And, oh, most important thing of all, don't forget, you need to add your name to your artwork every single time.